Hello everyone, this is Tetrapolium and I'm here today to bring you ADV Revival 3, Round 4, Blues Energy versus Capitao General 2. Blues Energy, I'm sure many of you are aware, is one of the best ladder players of all time. Also, a very good tournament player. Capitao General, don't know much about him, but we're going to find out about him. So, let's get into this. Okay, lead Walrein versus Tyranitar. I don't think I've ever seen this before. Oh, that's a critical hit on thick, fat Walrein, so... What? Is this like the new Cloyster of the tier? We just forget the spikes. We're gonna go all in on our stab, water, ice coverage. I'm not even sure what the point of this is. Capitao General is just switching around, letting this Walrein get whatever it wants, basically. Oh, gets a yawn on Milotic. That's going to force Milotic to switch, but getting a Toxic off is pretty nice. This Walrein is not long for this world. Oh, it's got Salac Berry. Okay. Just goes for a yawn again. I wonder if we're going to see a switch to something like Dugtrio to trap. Force that. Oh, okay. Forces the Milotic to have to stay in, so now it's going to sleep. Very, very cool idea. And I called it, by the way. Celebi going to Baton Pass. Is going to pass the Intimidate drop, but Starmie doesn't much care about that. Going back to Celebi, predicting a switch, I guess probably to Blissey, and that's as good as you're going to get. It gets a Leech Seed off. Okay, so not as cool as I thought that was going to turn out, but still kind of works out for Blues all the same. Manages to Baton Pass out, but takes 63% from the Fire Blast. Going to switch back into Celebi. Blues Energy is really aggressive with the doubles in this game. Goes for Calm Mind as Tyranitar comes in. Passing this to Dugtrio, and Dugtrio should live a crunch. I mean, it probably lived a crunch anyway, but wow, it's pretty smart. Protect Tyranitar is not something I've seen very much, nor have I seen it go for a double protect. I don't think even that's going to help against this Dugtrio. Trying to get a triple, probably needed to get like 5 or 6 in a row, realistically. Dragon Claw coming down on Metagross for not very much, but Metagross is threatened out by the Fire Blast. We're going to see a double from Capitao General. Metagross in on Starmie. Oh, Zapdos last for Blues Energy. This is a team that has a lot of steel resists. Oh, substitute Zapdos, probably going to Baton Pass. No, just goes for Thunderbolt. Now going to Baton Pass. Goes to Celebi rather than Dugtrio there, which I guess kind of makes sense. Dugtrio's already chipped. It's not living an Ice Beam. It's not going to kill Blissey unless it gets like a crit and it has really high attack investment. Oh! Gets a lot of HP back though. Do you live? No, you're not that bulky. Probably a more highly attack-invested Dugtrio, given that it did 60% to Blissey. And Thunderbolt is going to finish off. We've got some chatting going on. You can't see the chat here on the side, but there's some Italian going on. I don't speak very much Italian. Shoutouts to the Italian ADV community, though. Though 1 or 2 of you that I've met have been really nice to me, so thank you. Zapdos is not quite going to be able to kill this Metagross as it reveals Protect. Probably a bulky attacker Metagross. Kind of nice to have as a sort of physical defensive backbone on a team with Blissey. We're going to see Starmie in. Going for Thunderbolt, indicating that it is perhaps a offensive Starmie. And Fortress revealed last. I'm wondering if Blues can win this. Oh! HP Fire Metagross. So this is a mixed meta. And Milotic is still asleep. I don't think it's burned any turns either. Although I'm not sure, I'll be honest, I wasn't paying that close attention. What are they paying me for? They don't pay me at all, by the way. Alright, can Starmie finish off this Metagross? Hydro Pump probably gets there, but we're gonna have to hit. 80%. Alright, Capitao General. Oh! Well, I mean, it's not guaranteed that Metagross would have killed the Starmie. It would have probably had to go for Boom. But it feels bad to have switched out on the turn that it's gonna miss. But I guess you never know, right? Instead, sacks off the Milotic. This gives Metagross another opportunity to protect, though, get some HP back. I don't know if 50% Metagross would live. Capitao General seems to not think so either, and it is confirmed to get that kill. Starmie should be able to clean up the Salamence with Ice Beam here. And there we go. That is a really, really interesting team by Blues Energy. I wonder if Walrein is the best at doing that Yawn tech. I imagine there's probably other Pokemon that could do it, but maybe look good into the scalp. And, you know, considering there was a Tyranitar lead and a Salamence in the back, it seemed to have worked out. Alright, we're going on to Game 2, but before we get started, I want to remind everybody to subscribe, like the video, donate to the cause if you can. All the good things that we should be plugging here. Lead Zapdos versus Lead Terry, the Tyranitar. Usually advantage Tyranitar. Goes for Ancient Power. That's a strange move. I guess it's kind of interesting because it's not inaccurate. It has a 100% accuracy. So if you're not into missing your rock slides, you could go for that. Frees up the opportunity to use a different hidden power if you don't want to use hidden power rock. Cloyster is here. Blues Energy repping the water ice types. Perhaps we'll see Dugong in Game 3. One can only hope. Jolteon coming in on the Zapdos. This is looking to be some variant of Jolt Spikes. Goes for Substitute and dodges a Toxic. Very nice. But Roar is most likely coming down here. No, in fact, we're going to see a hidden power to break the sub. And Blues is going to go for Substitute again. That's very risky if this is a Roar Zapdos, but I guess thought was that Capitao General might not click it. We're going to see a switch to Tyranitar in the mirror here. Capitao General does not want to take a Brick Break, switching to Swampert, but HP Grass is possible. Scouts for it, and it seems like that is the case. This is a mixed Tar with Ancient Power. Maybe you're going to fish for a boost. Oh, just calls the Metagross switch and gets a Fire Blast off. If this Tyranitar is faster, it could kill. Doesn't quite get there, but Metagross explodes and also doesn't quite get there on Tyranitar. I think Meteor Mash usually does more damage. I'm not sure. My head calc is not with it on that one, but I would think so, but I don't know. Maybe it's not worth risking. Toxic on this Charizard is going to put it on a timer. It's already a Pokemon that is not very longevitous. I don't think that's a word, but I made it up. Gets a Toxic on Suicune, going to force it to have to rest early. And now Cloyster's in, on a Zapdos switch, so Blues Energy is going to have to switch again. Opts to go to Charizard, who tanks that Toxic. is in Blaze range. If it's faster, which it seems to be based on the Sandstorm and Leftovers order, goes for Hidden Power there. I would imagine that's Hidden Power Ice, isn't it? You have Toxic usually to hit the bulky waters. So that was a pretty risky switch, I think, to Salamence there, but it manages to pay off. Alright, here's Sky Baby, the Jirachi. Going for Ice Punch into Suicune. Probably has an Electric type move, either Thunderbolt or Thunder. Doesn't want to click it there, though, which kind of makes me think it's Thunder. But it's as good a point as any to get some extra spikes with your Cloyster. If Cloyster's faster, could get the third layer. Opts not to. Doesn't want to give DD Tyranitar the opportunity to win this game from here. And, oh, he's going to have to hit some Hydro Pumps. Probably not anymore. Earthquake should get there. Yeah, there we go. And this Swampert is probably getting sacked. No, we're going to see a switch to Jirachi. I guess that's about as safe as you can get. Thunderbolt there wouldn't have made too much sense. Thunder Wave also wouldn't have made that much sense. I think this is this a double status Zapdos? I'm not sure about that. No, it is revealed Protect. So, never mind. We're going to see a Hidden Power Grass. Yes, that kills the Swampert. And Jolteon is looking very, very dangerous into this last 3 for Capitao General. Thunderbolt does not quite get there on the Zapdos, but a little bit of an over-prediction goes for Thunderbolt into the Volt Absorb Jolteon. You don't see that every day, folks. But Salamence should be able to live a Thunderbolt here. It was confirmed HP Grass. Oh, Salamence goes for Dragon Dance. I mean, I guess you break the sub. But, yeah, Salamence is not going to be able to win from there. Makes me wonder if a Hidden Power to break the sub on the Jolteon would have resulted in a better endgame situation. Although it seemed to be pretty well wrapped up as Blues Energy takes game 2 5-0. And that's going to be the whole enchilada. I don't think I should say that again. That didn't seem very on brand for me. But that was a great match. Well played by Blues Energy. Well played by Capitao General as well. Good luck to both of you as the bracket continues. And we will see you all for the next video.